So this is a video that I've been wanting to make. I had thought about doing these videos to document the journey so far to basically emigrating to Australia, but I've not done one. And we're now on the 6th of January 2026, and this process has been going on the go since January technically last year. So in about a week's time, that'll be pretty much almost a year from the moment that I decided that we're going to uproot everything and move to Australia. So hopefully when we drop this video, we'll be there and we'll start the YouTube channel, because one hole in the market that we've noticed is there's very little families documenting their journey of moving to Sydney especially. So that's the plan. We will hopefully drop this video into our new YouTube channel once we're in Australia. At the moment it's currently -2, it's snowing. Looks beautiful, but it's absolutely miserable. We're just at the point where the business is gone. It's been going for a couple of months and we now starting to run out of money without burning savings, and I'm getting a bit worried. I'm kind of now getting a little bit worried that I now need to go find some work to keep us going, because we've no idea how long we're going to be waiting for the visa. So as it stands today, we're 103 days in waiting and we haven't heard a thing. No medical requests, no S56, no nothing. So as I say, no news is good news. Doesn't feel like that, but at the end of the day, we haven't been asked for anything, and I would like to have thought that potentially we would have been asked for something if they were needing any more information. So we can only take that as good news, but it's got to be the hardest thing in the world, is the waiting part and not knowing what's going on. It's hard. So we've had quite a lot of viewings on the properties, had a few offers on the house, and we're probably being a bit greedy, and obviously not ashamed to say that. You know, we're obviously uprooting and moving to the other side of the world, and we need money. That's it. And the more money we have, the better it is. And for all the extra we're trying to get out of it, it's not a massive amount in the grand scheme of things, but you know that it's enough that could pay quite a few extra things. So we're just waiting to hear back, potentially, maybe, if somebody's willing to offer us a bit more. But we're really stuck between a rock and a hard place, because if we commit to accepting an offer, we're going to stipulate a 12-week sort of entry date, which might be longer than we need, might not be long enough, we just don't know. But hopefully, given another 3 months into what we're already 3 and a bit months in, I would like to have thought we'd had a decision by the Australian government by that point. So that's basically where we're at. It's something I wanted to do. I really wanted to document this whole process. There's a lot of ups and a lot of downs. You know, you get a lot of ups. You know, you start looking, you get offered, maybe you get offered a job, or your first interview. I remember my first interview as if it was yesterday, and I was so excited. It was within a couple of weeks of looking for jobs, and I got basically offered the position, and the employer just disappeared off the face of the earth, and I've never got any response ever since. I mean, that was back in February 25. Got another job offer sort of March 25, up in Darwin of all places, absolute middle of nowhere. And you know, again, good opportunity. I just wanted a little bit more money, and basically was told that you're not going to get that. You're not going to get more money. What you want to do in your industry, you'll not get it. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's a little bit more fuel to the fire to make sure that I can achieve what I want. So that job fell through. I suppose some people would say, obviously, mostly on my part, because I think that visa would have been actually quite fast. But you know, we can't uproot and move with not enough money. That's impossible, and I think anybody is willing to, or even considering doing that, is absolutely crazy. Like, it's just, some people don't have a choice, but at the same time, like, to do this, you need to make sure that you're making sure that your life's going to be as good, if not better. Otherwise, in my opinion, it's probably silly to do it. So we obviously had that job offer, and and we got a third job offer as well. So there's been a lot of ups with the process. The downs is, I suppose, the ups, the job offers, the potential employment, the potential going, and then the downs is things falling through. Obviously we went over, or I went over in April to Perth and had a massive ups. Absolutely fell in love with Australia, fell in love with everything to be honest, and then got let down by the job that I was there looking at, and it was a shame. I loved it, so excited, thought this could be it, and again let down with money and nothing I could do. I was physically in the country. I pleaded my case without begging, but I explained everything and about me and everything that they already knew, and the money just wasn't enough, and that was a huge down. So there's massive ups and downs, and I think the biggest down that keeps pulling you down is the waiting. You know, you're in the inevitable wait of it might happen, it might not, and there's always a risk involved in the fact that nothing's guaranteed, but you're really just hoping and manifesting that it'll all be okay. So that's basically where we're at. 103 days waiting, -3 in Pitlochry, Scotland, snowing, trying to keep ourselves positive, potentially might have the house sold, and we still have no visa. So we'll probably drop this video into our YouTube, and if we do, we're still here. And hopefully when we drop the video into the YouTube, we're sitting on the other side of the world, outside in the sunshine when we do the video. And if not, we might still drop the video, but we might still be stuck in Scotland. Catch you later.